My name is Alexis Aguilera Del Hoyo. This is speech number 3 for Communications 101. These are my note cards. This is my audience. The Department of Health has a list of countries that include Turkey, Spain, Italy, Latvia, Russia, Canada, and the UK. And all these countries have higher health expenditures that result in longer and higher life expectancy than the United States. I know what you're thinking. How do all these countries beat the United States? Something in common all these countries have is that they have universal health care. The US is among a few developed countries with low life expectancy, higher obesity rates, and with individuals suffering from poor health. Therefore, free health care should be a right to every citizen. This speech is intended for every American who's interested in free universal health care. This speech was put together from sources like Trust for Americans Health Program and the National Library of Medicine helped round accurate numbers and statistics for this speech. To start, I will explain and go into my thesis about how universal health care is beneficial. Furthermore, the United States is a country where you can find fast food almost anywhere, and fast food is highly processed as well. Also, most Americans take transportation to go around the corner. It's no doubt and wonder why we need free healthcare. The United States needs access to healthcare that will provide the same standardized care for everybody, regardless of insurance, and at a price that will not cost a fortune. The United States currently has the obesity rates of 42.4%. It's the first time that it's increased over 40%, and these stats were given by the Trust for Americans Health Program. This is an alarming number of obesity. This number has increased by 26% since 2008. That is an alarming number. Consequences that come from obesity rates include type 2 diabetes, high blood pressures, strokes, and cancers, and more. It's such a wonder that such a prosperous country can have so many health problems and cost at such a fortune. The US also has low life expectancy. According to the National Library of Medicine, the life expectancy in the United States ranges from 78.8 years of age, where in other countries it ranges from 80.7 to 83.9% of age. The world and country recently went through a pandemic, correct? Now more than ever, the country demanded universal health care. We were in a pandemic where whether if you got sick, whether if you thought you were sick, whether if you got sick and you needed to be treated, or you knew somebody, or you needed to get tested, it was that high demand to have health care. As Cheryl Camillo, the technical director of Medicaid and Medicare states, it is a human right to have access to healthcare. I agree with her. And I know it's a worry and not having universal healthcare. People worry about not having universal healthcare is that people can go time without being treated or diagnosed. And once they are diagnosed, that treatment can either cost them a lot of money or result in high hospital fees. Obesity. So if we do not continue to have universal health care, diagnostics will delay, obesity rates will continue to rise, while life expectancy will continue to go down. Now, back to the pandemic. It was a time of crucial need to have universal health care. If we would have had universal health care at the moment, it would have been a peace of mind that the country could have had, ensuring all standardized care for everybody without it costing a fortune. In addition, I will be going into detail as to why and how citizens benefit from universal health care. Providing Americans with access to universal health care can help fight obesity, greater life expectancy, and give overall health to certain individuals. Having universal health care will facilitate a wide range of health services. It will give standardized health. It will reduce the number of sick people, thus creating healthier workforces, and can also help guide citizens to making healthier life choices by providing more information and resources out there. According to the nationwide longitude survey of 27,794 adults found increased life expectancy of 2 to 2.5 years of age after having access to healthcare. More doubt. Other countries have, I know there's more doubt as to how can the United States achieve universal healthcare. However, other countries have already begun. Why can't the United States do it as well? And we can make universal healthcare more affordable once it's all for everybody. And you won't have to lose an arm. It's easy to question if also providing universal health care for every citizen will make an increase of taxes. The answer is no. There should not be, no taxes will be imposed on the public. However, taxes that we already pay, some of that money will help to fund certain programs that will help give universal health care. As you can see, universal health care is possible and can help in many ways and continue as long as we continue to demand it. I'd like everyone to take a moment, please, and picture the U.S. as a country with possible affordable access to health care. Think of a positive. I know it's hard, but picture your grandma getting sick, and now you can rush her to the ER without having a second thought because you are ensured that she will receive the same standardized care as everybody else, and it will not cost you a fortune. You are not going to leave the hospital with a high bill while you just had to take care of your grandma. Now, let's think of worst case scenario. We continue to not have universal health care. Now your grandma is sick, and now you think and double think about taking her to the ER because you know she might not get the same standardized care as everybody, considering that she might seem as a waste of product. So instead of having to worry because of her age, doctors won't treat with care, and not to mention leaving the hospital, you'll leave with a heavy bill. Understanding these scenarios and let them sink in. Do we want to continue to worry about healthcare and money when our family members are sick, or do we want to have a peace of mind? To sum up, it's important to understand to lower obesity rates, to make change where we can increase life expectancy and have wealthier overall health. Let's start by demanding our politicians to add some type of healthcare program and to start petitioning.